Okay, so you decided you wanted a little more practice. Here's the answer key video for those other examples that I had left off with. So let's look at number 1. We're looking for the cosecant of pi over 3. All right, pi over 3. What's the first thing that we say we identify? We should identify the reference angle, which is 60 degrees. We keep these associated with each other always. It just makes life a little bit easier. All right. And pi over 3. Okay. Which quadrant is pi over 3 in? Good. You're getting the hang of it. That's a quadrant 1 angle. Okay. Now, but it's cosecant. I'm not used to cosecant. I'm used to sine. So how about the sine of pi over 3? So pi over 3 is a 60-degree angle as we identified. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So that means it's the square root of 3 over 2. Yes? Okay. But I wasn't talking about sine, I was talking about cosecant. So that means the cosecant of pi over 3, I can rewrite it as 1 over the sine of pi over 3, because they're reciprocals of each other, and that would make it 1 over square root of 3 over 2. Yikes! Complex fraction. We can handle it. Remember, that's division. So this is 1 divided by square root of 3 over 2, multiplied by the reciprocal. I'm hearing you guys. You're doing great. Square root of 3 over 2. Oops. My fault. 2 over square root of 3. Rationalize. Becomes 2 root 3 over 3, doesn't it? So that means, 2 root 3 over 3. And quadrant 1 we said was positive. Good? Okay. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Back with problem 2. So, we are talking about the angle of pi over 2. Oh, but wait. It's negative pi over 2. So which direction are we going? We're going in the clockwise direction or against the labeling, right? And it's a denominator of 2, which means we're looking here at the x and y axes. So when you look at negative pi over 2, it's right here, isn't it? At 3 pi over 2. This is the positive direction, 3 pi over 2. And in the negative direction, it's negative pi over 2. All right. So that makes it nice. We're actually on an axis. I have to remember the point here. Yeah, the point here at this y-axis is 0, negative 1. Excellent. And I'm looking for cosecant. So, cosecant, oh, it's sine again. All right, so let me do some work over here, if you don't mind. So basically, I'm finding the sine at negative pi over 2. Pi over 2, the sine is negative 1. Good? Okay. So cosecant, remember, that's the reciprocal. We can rewrite it as 1 over the sine of negative pi over 2. Yes? And I know the sine at negative pi over 2. It's negative 1. So in this case, the answer is just negative 1. Wonderful. Okay, 2 more problems coming your way. Okay, did you work on these already? Hope so. Let's see what you did with number 3. Talk to me. What did you do with number 3? Okay, you identified the reference angle, which is 45 degrees, which is equivalent to pi over 4. Keep those synonymous with each other, so to speak. And then quadrant. Okay. So now this is a negative 3 pi over 4, isn't it? So remember what I mentioned. Since it's negative, it's going clockwise or against the labeling, whichever way is easier for you to remember. So pi is always my benchmark, and I'm going to rewrite it as negative 4 pi over 4. So if I'm counting this way, so to speak, or if I'm going this way, this is 1, 2, 3, etc. Yes? Remember, when you go in this direction, it's adding. So negative 4 pi over 4 plus the 1, 3 pi over 4 ends up here in quadrant 3. And cotangent deals with y's and x's, deals with both of them. Good. That's going to be a negative answer, isn't it? Okay, so we know the answer here is going to be negative. Loving it. Now, pi over 4. Oh, wait a minute, though. I'm used to dealing with tangent, not cotangent. So how about tangent? What's the tangent at pi over 4? Pi over 4, pi over 4. Tangent is opposite over adjacent, which is a 1. So then the tangent of negative 3 pi over 4 is still going to be a 1, but it's going to be, ooh, excuse me, I made a mistake. These are both negative. That means this is positive. That's positive. Good catch, you guys. I'm hearing you yell at me through the screen. Sorry about that. Okay. Recap. Quadrant 3, cotangent deals with x and y. Both are negative, so it's going to be positive. Tangent at pi over 4 is 1 over 1. So the tangent at negative 3 pi over 4 is going to be a 1 and is going to be positive because it's quadrant 3. Good? Okay. Just making sure we got back on the same page. But I'm dealing with cotangent. So remember, the cotangent of negative 3 pi over 4 can be rewritten as 1 over the tangent of negative 3 pi over 4 because they're reciprocals of each other, which means 1 over 1, which is just, well, that was lovely. Good? Okay. Number 4. Did you get it? You're like, I think so. Okay. Denominator of 2 doesn't fall on a triangle. It falls on an x or y boundary line. And 3 pi over 2 falls on the y boundary line, doesn't it? So I have to remember that is what point? Good. 0, negative 1. Very good. Now secant. I'm not used to dealing with secant. I'm used to dealing with, good, cosine. So secant can be rewritten as 1 over the cosine of 3 pi over 2. Good. What's the cosine of 3 pi over 2? Yeah, 0. So 1 over 0. Undefined. So be it. If that's what it is, that's what it is. You can't change it. Good? You guys are proficient with this now? You're experts, yes? Good. Loving it. So, I hope you have fun with this stuff. I'll catch you on the flip side.